Alright, so it's Tuesday, December 7th, 8:46 in the morning. I'm sitting here just doing some homework. But I'm also lightweight, you know, watching Javante Davis fights, Mayweather fights, um, live PD, etc., etc. You know my routine. Alright, so let me take my earbuds out real quick. This is an interesting question for you, um, particularly if you're a law student. But if you're in college and you're undecided, this question is also for you. Okay. Did you know? It's a question, but it's also a statement. Let me phrase it in a question. How many people do you think? Because this is the one thing. Unless you're a law student who's going to school to be a cop, not a lawyer or any other facet of the law. Like you're going to be a cop, not a cop and then a lawyer, just a cop, right? Um, or you're thinking about it, right? But also, like, let's just say you're considering the military, because this also could pertain to you if that's the case. Um, First off, how many people do you think besides yourself are like halfway in, halfway out? Like, how many people woke up this morning? Like, let's say, like, maybe you're not interested in the military. Maybe you're not interested in becoming a cop, law school, whatever. But how many people you think like are in a major, but they're not sure if they want to be in that major? Do you know how many people that is? I'm gonna say above 60%. There's like a lot of people that are just literally like. Most people end up changing their major. It doesn't matter whether it's law school, whether it's med school, whether you're going to school to be an engineer. Most people end up changing their major by their junior year or just dropping out and just not returning to school ever, right? Even if it's for teaching, like the simplest thing, like so you got a lot of people that are just walking around or driving, whatever you're doing. You're doing what you're getting paid to do, not what you want to do. Guys are flipping burgers, getting paid to flip burgers. Do they want to flip burgers? No, but it's snowing outside. If they don't flip burgers, they're outside with the snow. They don't even think about it. They're just there in mode. Damn, man, I hate this shit. Yeah, I know, me too. What's your plan? I don't know, man. I'm planning on quitting and working for Subway, or I'm planning on quitting and da 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 da, or I'm planning on going to school, or da da da, or I'm planning on doing the military. Military? I don't see you becoming a military. I don't see myself becoming military. But and here comes the number one line that everybody uses. What choice do I have? That's the reason why most people are doing what they're doing. Even myself. What choice do we got? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be out there selling drugs. You don't want to be stealing purses. You don't want to be, thinking of something that's going to get you like 30, 50 years, let alone 1 second behind bars, right? So you just do what you got to do, and it's grueling, right? But here's the other thing, right? That's just one thing, right? How many people do you think? Now I'm gonna say this articulately because I'm not gonna say it like a layman. All right? If I would say it like a layman, I'm not gonna pass. I'm not gonna pass law school. I'm not gonna impress any of my professors. I'm always gonna be under scrutiny of being part of this crowd and not part of that crowd. How many people do you think become an informant on a regular basis, let alone on one instance? How many people do you think? And this is very, very interesting because there's a lot of people in particular, I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about, who talk about this in the music industry that say more people become an informant than you think. They just use the word snitch, right? So, but it's true. And don't even think about musicians. Think about your average, everyday person. And you know the reason why? This is going to shock you. It might not, but be, because of a reward. A reward. A monetary, the reason why, like, a lot of people become an informant is not even because they, they're upset that somebody was killed or somebody's being abused. You know, the factor that they're being abused doesn't really intrigue them more than the fact that if if the lead that they give to the police does help them locate the person, they potentially could get 5 grand, let alone $500. And this is the funny part about it, you won't even think, right? A lot of people, believe it or not, they have a drug habit and they be the informants. The people they'll become an informant in order to smoke. Like, damn man, I don't have any. There's no way that I can get money to smoke weed, or to do heroin or whatever type of drug. A lot of crackheads are informants. A lot of dope heads are informants, and there's an increasing number of people who smoke marijuana who become informants based on the fact alone that it can help them pay a car note, it can help them pay the rent for like one more day, or it can help them get that buzz that they're looking for, or whatever. More and more and more increasingly, as the economy is the way that it is, people are desperate to make money for those three things that I mentioned. And the one way that they do that is becoming an informant. So even though it's unpopular to be a snitch or an informant, more people do it than you would think. They just don't admit it. They're just like, me, snitch? Never.